Finally, an episode of Mega Voltage that I am actually very excited for and looking forward to. There's a reason why this is only the second episode of this arc that I make a preview discussion for. Most of the other episodes simply had previews that didn't look that interesting or exciting. Certainly not interesting or exciting enough to warrant discussion, though of course several of those episodes did end up being so much better than what their previews suggested. But I obviously had no way of knowing this was going to be the case. But anyways, the point is that episode 98 is the first episode of this arc whose preview has me incredibly hyped. Why? Well, because in this episode, Liko will have a rematch with Katy. This is exhilarating enough on its own, but it's made even better by the fact that Katy will use her Ursaring and Liko will use Pagogo. The last time we saw Katy's Ursaring in the anime, it was still a Teddy Ursa, so it obviously evolved off-screen at some point after Liko and Katy's gym battle, which is true to the games, where she has a Teddy Ursa the first time you battle her, and then Ursaring when you battle her again. Getting to see her Ursaring in action for the first time in the anime is something to be excited about. However, Liko using Pagogo is what takes the cake here. Seeing a legendary Pokemon in action, especially under the ownership of a main character, is cool enough, but what really makes this stand out is the fact that Liko rarely uses Pagogo, even though she captured it well over 20 episodes ago. Instead, she almost always uses Meowscarada. She didn't use Pagogo against Entei in episode 78, Geeta in episode 79, Gouging Fire in episode 81, or the Explorers in episode 86. She did, however, use it against Rayquaza in episode 82. This was the first time they battled it together, as well as the only time, since she didn't get the chance to use it against Zygarde in episode 88, since Pagogo was busy gathering its energy to purify Lakuium. It then went to sleep in episode 89, and it didn't return until episode 92. Liko did use it briefly to pacify the wild Pokemon in episode 93, but I don't really count this. Certainly not as a battle. So episode 98 will be only the second time Liko uses Pagogo in battle, and the first time she uses it against a trainer, which is very exciting. It's truly a shame that she doesn't use Pagogo more often. I get that Meowscarada is both her first Pokemon and her partner Pokemon, both being the kind of Pokemon that are often given the role of main battling Pokemon, and Liko obviously has more experience battling with Meowscarada. But come on, Pagogo is a legendary Pokemon. You have to use it more often. It's way too special to be sidelined. Is she just trying to, I guess, hold herself back? Like she doesn't want to trivialize battles to take the easy route? Perhaps. Or does she just see Pagogo as more of a cute companion Pokemon that is there to accompany her and not so much to aid her in battle? Maybe. This is probably the more likely reason for Liko, while the former is the more probable reason for the writers. They simply don't want or can't have Liko cruise effortlessly through her journey. Given Liko's apparent reluctance to use Pagogo, I could also see Katy being the one who tells her to use it out of curiosity for and a desire to battle a mysterious, special, and unique Pokemon she's never faced before. In any case, the point is that Liko should use Pagogo in battle more often, so it's great that she finally will. This alone elevates the episode greatly. Ursaring versus Meowscarada would be pretty exciting, but Ursaring versus Pagogo is just on another level. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully it will be a good battle. Now, of course, we cannot talk about a battle without going over the age-old question of who will win. Well, obviously Liko and Katy are both stronger than they were before, and the last time they battled each other, Liko lost. So Katy has the edge, or rather, she would have the edge if Liko was going to use Meowscarada, especially since she has a double weakness to Bug. Since Liko is using Pagogo instead, I think she has the edge. Katy may be a gym leader, but Pagogo is a legendary Pokemon. Surely even a gym leader will find it difficult to contend with a legendary Pokemon. So if this battle has a clear outcome, meaning if it's not interrupted or anything like this, I think that Liko is the one who will emerge victorious. Especially since Pagogo won't be battling in its normal form, but in its Terastal form instead. Its base stat total in this form is 100 higher than Ursaring's. There is just no way it can defeat Pagogo, even with Terastal on its side. Even a draw would be unrealistic and honestly embarrassing. Therefore, my money is on Liko without question, and I'm clearly not the only one who believes this. Finally, while Liko vs Katy is the highlight of this episode, there's more to it apart from this. The whole reason Liko and friends end up in Cortondo is that they wanted to speak to Moroc, who returns in this episode. He is currently working with Katy like he did during the Terastal debut arc. He will clearly be delighted to see Dot again. Liko and friends want to see him because they want his input regarding what they should do next, considering that they are working towards reforming the Rising Ball Tacklers and he is the one who officially disbanded the team. Something he did so out of concern for Liko and friends, yes, but without listening to what they had to say on the matter. He will probably, like Molly, have reservations about them assuming the mantle of the Rising Ball Tacklers, since this goes against the whole reason why they disbanded in the first place. So Liko and friends will probably have to prove themselves to Moroc. They will have to prove that they are capable, strong, and mature enough to inherit and restore the Rising Ball Tacklers in order to get his approval and support. I'm sure they will succeed in doing this, and Liko's battle with Katy will likely play a big part, especially if Liko wins as expected. In fact, at the end of the preview, during the battle, he is seen with a face that just screams, "I had a massive revelation," or "I came to a big realization." So clearly, Liko and friends will convince him to believe in them. Also, again like Molly, I think Moroc won't join Liko and friends. Instead, he will stay in Cortondo working with Katy until the day comes when the Rising Ball Tacklers can make a full comeback complete with their airship. Lastly, a midday form Lycanroc is seen in the preview. I think it's safe to say that Moroc's rock roof also evolved off-screen. All in all, this is shaping up to be one heck of an episode. Not only are we getting an exciting battle that has everything it needs to be something truly special, with Pagogo's long-awaited battle debut against a trainer being the key selling point, but we will also get to see the future of the Rising Ball Tacklers become more clear with Moroc's return and his subsequent acceptance of what Liko and friends intend to do, ensuring that this episode will even feature emotional stakes and it will impact the story and the characters. It goes without saying then that I cannot wait to watch this episode when it airs on June 6. As always, I will review the episode after it airs, so please look forward to that. Also, I want to hear what you guys think. Are you excited for episode 98? Do you think Liko will win? And why do you think she doesn't use Pagogo more often? Please let me know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, feel free to click the links on screen. And if you'd like to support the channel and help me keep making content like this, you can find ways to do so in the description below. Your support truly means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.